I don't know if I hit all my points, Kat. You can correct me where I didn't. So this is Kat Carter.
Gail Bates is fabulous, I just have to say. You really are. Before I go into my testimony, if you bear with me for 10 seconds, I want to explain the amendments. This is my first rodeo. I'm a mom of 5, so I've never done this before, to be honest. When I saw the concerns from about my bill, I decided that I wanted to remove the IEP. I felt that the vision department can refer a child to screening, and I thought that was the most appropriate pathway for that. And that takes away that concern. And then also we were looking at, I felt like that it wasn't the teachers that needed the training, it was the vision department, and I will speak about that the vision department needs to understand more than acuity, but all visual impairments and how they impact education. Because currently they have no education whatsoever, and actually took the course as an educator of at-risk students. I taught for 7 years. And so that is the reasons for the amendments, because in my mind, if I see something's wrong with something, I'm going to fix it. And that is what I saw last week and why I introduced the amendments. Thank you. My name is Catherine Carter, and today, Maryland schools, children are screened for acuity, or 20/20 eyesight, which only test how far distance when most schoolwork is up close. We don't screen for near vision. Now let me demonstrate how every human eye reads. Pretend my 2 fingers are eyes. The eyes have to do the exact same thing at the exact same time for the brain to accurately take into the information. For many, this does not happen. Now you've got that down. For those who can team, now you have to take those teamed eyes and you have to turn them into a converged position. It's required to read. And then while holding that tight muscular position, your eyes now have to move along a line of print. And this involves steady eye movements, saccades, and fixation. And then your peripheral vision tells you you're getting to the end of the line. And your peripheral vision will tell you that you are going to make one saccadic hop to the next line and where to hit it. If any of this does not work properly, the student can lose their place on the page, fail to remember what they read, see double like with my son, get headaches, and actually physically have letters move on a page. And they don't know it's not normal because it's how they've always seen. This is what the vision department fails to understand and needs to understand, and this is what is happening to Atticus. This is a video of a reader-lizer test showing how Atticus's eyes move while reading. No, wrong one. Sorry. I'll keep going and she'll show it. This is a video of a reader-lizer test showing how Atticus's eyes move while reading. You can see that he lacks eye focusing, eye tracking, and teaming. I am an educator who has taught English to at-risk students for 7 years. Turn off the mute. Sorry. Okay. I am a mother of 4 visually impaired children, 3 of whom have 20/20 acuity, and 1 due to chronic Lyme, which she is being treated for. And that was found through an optometrist, by the way, who referred me to a Lyme specialist. I've had vision department staff on numerous IEP and 504 meetings say that these visual impairments, such as double vision, are not visual impairments at all. And they have advised schools of this for years. They are only trained and have assessments for functional acuity, not binocular, and have visual processing disorder. As an educator and a parent, I saw these failures, and for over a year, I have been lobbying my school district. I have testified in front of the Board of Education. I've spoken to MSDE. I've spoken to the Maryland Department of Education to provide guidance for the vision department, guidance for the IEP teams, training, regulations, something to help the vision department staff. Nothing. I have found and physically took a course, the one that's getting presented to you today, on the coursework and the educational impact training. And then I spoke to and sent them the information with the syllabus, with links of this amazing technology like Readalizer and Write-Eye that they could use. Nothing. I'm here today asking for mandates because regulation has failed. After 10 years of struggle and 17 months, it took us 17 months to get him his assistive technology after we found out that he was visually impaired. No child should have to go through this, but there are Maryland children all over the state going through this right now. The Atticus Act will improve the current acuity screening to also identify binocular vision impairments. And I went out and I tried to find the cheapest and most cost-effective, because as a mom of 5 and a slight Republican and a slight Democrat, I wanted this to work. I also feel that you guys need to provide mandates to the vision department need to be trained on the educational impact of this visual impairment, so they can best advise the IEP and 504 teams on what accommodations these children need. Because right now, they're assessing them for Braille and a walking cane. My child doesn't need Braille, and my child doesn't need a walking cane, but he doesn't have the visual efficiency to read. For one of the top schools in the country, we are failing 25% of our students by not identifying their visual impairments, all of them. The Atticus Act will not only help children who struggle to see clearly, but we're going to be saving $20 million or more just for $1.5 million in the first year. And that is why I'm asking for a yes vote. Because these kids need us, these vision departments need us, these educators need us, and those juvenile delinquents who I used to teach need us also. Thank you for your time.